Okay, welcome folks to the Saturday 4 p.m. matchup. Another great rivalry here in the league. We have the Columbus Senators as they take on the San Antonio Fighters here in this one. Should be a good matchup. Two teams with tremendous offenses. Taking a look at last season's ranks, San Antonio finished fourth in total offense with the best rushing offense, led by Ramon Gooden and Devon Bronson at the running back spot. Meanwhile, Columbus was top 8 in total offense, passing offense, and rushing offense, so very balanced attack there. They averaged 467 yards per game last year, which was 6th in the league. Meanwhile, their defense was not that great, 18th. And San Antonio with the 16th best defense and the 4th best rushing defense. Expert picks have San Antonio taking the sweep here, which I guess is kind of expected, except Columbus, they went, those standings were from season 4. I just totally read season 4, but yeah, season 3, Columbus was the second best offense, had the best rushing defense. San Antonio had the 5th best rushing offense and 17th best total defense. But yeah, Columbus was 9-1, San Antonio was 6-4 last year. So yeah, anything can happen. Taking a look, did Columbus play San Antonio last year? I don't think they did. Oh, they did. Columbus actually beat San Antonio last year 21-19, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. We will see if San Antonio gets revenge in this game. That win was in San Antonio, by the way, so we'll see if San Antonio does get revenge. Of course, a lot of new faces this week on San Antonio. Of course, the biggest one being that monster trade with Memphis, acquiring corner Tremaine Ball, who will be wearing number 36 for Memphis on that defense. Of course, Kenny Gatewood couldn't give up the number 6. So, Ball settling for 36. A couple of new faces on that offensive line this week. There's one of them, Eric LeClaire, who is getting the start at center this week. 23-year-old rookie out of Harvard. Getting the start for Alex Walsh, who is out with an injury today, as there is Tremaine Ball at that corner spot. As you see the starting lineups on defense, Chambers, there is Ball on the tackle. Ball getting a tremendous upgrade in his catching ability. Now has 85 catching as a corner, so expect to see a lot of interceptions from him. Meanwhile, wide open here is Michaels, as Barrett was about 5 yards away in coverage, and that'll be a touchdown. DeMonte Michaels on the go route there, and I'm sure the San Antonio defense is scratching their head. Where was the coverage on that one? Extra point is good by Matt Montgomery. So San Antonio's offense will now take the field. Xavier Boykin here to return. Stopped on the play at the 20 by Devontae Connor, the linebacker, the youngster out of Virginia Tech. Ryan Davis, the former Grizzly, will lead this offense onto the field. Man in motion is Little. Or excuse me, that is not Little. I thought he just changed his number. That is Ahmad Banks. I am not with it today. Leonard Shattuck with an ankle injury. That is not good for Columbus on the very first play. Gooden on the carry there. And yes, Ahmad Banks, of course, coming over in that Tremaine Ball trade. Gooden on the carry, has a lane down the sideline. Sam Jordan cutting that angle off, and Whitley eventually getting the stop. Ramon Gooden and Devon Bronson, that running back 1, running back 2 duo. The 1-2 punch, if you will, as Connor will get that stop there. No gain for Bronson. Was the leading rusher in season number 2. Had a whopping 1,139 yards, averaged 5.1 yards a carry, had 11 touchdowns as well. There's a catch for Ahmad Banks, and that will hold. So that will be the first career catch in San Antonio uniform for Ahmad Banks. 1st and 10 to the 25. Gooden on the carry and stopped again. Devontae Connor's had himself a nice quarter so far with a TFL there. Davis now in an empty backfield, 5 receivers in the game. Davis gonna look here to the end zone to Banks. It's a touchdown. Ahmad Banks ties the score here early in the first, as he is making an immediate impact. Tonight. Seven to 7 the score. Fannin steal the kick. Ellis to return. Brought down after a short return, number 0, Matt McDonough on the stop. Meanwhile, we will get you the full details of that trade between Memphis and San Antonio. If I can find it here. Yes. So San Antonio obviously receiving Banks and Ball in this trade as Chambers runs for a first down, but Memphis acquiring a load of capital. They got a first-round pick. They got their own first-round pick back. They also got a 3rd in this year's draft, a 2nd and 3rd in next year's draft. Lamar Hamilton, Willie Malone Jr., and Richie Burke, just for those 2 players. So, yeah, I don't know if it's an overpay or what, but you guys can take to the chats about that. Chambers on the run. There is number 0, Matt McDonough. Lets 0 players by him. 3rd and 3. Overload here to the right side. Rashad Gaddis in the game now. Let's see what he can do. He'll get the ball, and the big stop by DeMarcus Poole will force a Columbus punt here the veteran Paul Kaloje. He'll boot it deep. Back waiting for it is Barrett. And he'll be stopped after a minimal return. First and 10 for Davis and company. They will toss it to Gooden. As something I've noticed recently, in those I-form formations, Calabresi was standing up, which is been a telltale sign of an outside run there. Now, see, he was in the three-point stance there. That was an inside run. But, yeah, I wonder... I'm going to keep an eye on that. So he's standing up again. This should be an outside run. A toss play of sorts, if you will. Or it's a counter play. That's so weird. So, maybe it's in certain formations? I don't know, but Calabresi sometimes is standing up and sometimes is in a three-point stance. But I think it's just an I-form. I don't know. Anyway, not going to be too worried about it. As this is a weak toss to Bronson here. Stockton with the misstop. And Whitley eventually bringing him down. Bobby Armour maybe summed in on the next play here. I've kind of caught wind of that substitution thing, where they do that sometimes. Davis, in a scramble, he will take off, and he's going right into Sam Jordan. As Boykin with a leg injury. He will return, though. McCloskey with the catch. He is short of the line to gain. It'll be a field goal upcoming for Sam Pfannenstiel. This one from 47. It's good. Kickoff by Pfannenstiel. Once again, Ellis on this return, and he is hit hard that time by former Columbus Senator Reggie McKinley. Chambers on that run. Not very far, good for 2. Once again, Chambers on the carry. DeMarcus Poole with an offside penalty. As that tackle was made by number 90, BJ Black. The first overall selection out of Auburn. 21-year-old rookie. 10 seconds to play in the quarter as Chambers is stuffed. San Antonio not letting anything by them. Tim Jensen, the veteran linebacker, with the stop. That'll end the quarter. 10-7, San Antonio holding on to a slim lead here. 3rd and 6. Washington in the shotgun. He will throw. As time passes, caught. That's Rondell Sanders, the former Tucson Viper. Acquired in a trade for Jeremiah Brown, who has quickly become Tucson's #1 receiver. Chambers loses it. It is picked up by Gatewood. And a turnover there for San Antonio's defense as they get the ball back. Gooden. Good gain there of 6. Tackle made by 21, Rashad Birch. Another former Tucson Viper acquired in free agency. 2nd and 4. Gooden on the run. Trying to get there for the first, but not before he is tackled. I believe that was 50 Chad Larson on the tackle, if I'm not mistaken. 3rd and 2. Bronson on the carry. Stockton there saving a touchdown perhaps. As one more broken tackle and he was gone. 1st and 10 for San Antonio. They will run it once again with Bronson. And that tackle made by 22. That being KJ Streeter, the corner at a UNLV. 2nd and 5, 2 tight ends in the formation. Gooden on the carry. Birch again, 21 on that stop. 1st and goal now for San Antonio, looking to make it a 2-score lead. Banks in motion, Bronson on the handoff. Birch again on the stop. Second down, Bobby Armour getting a call here, as he looks to get a lot more action. As San Antonio, of course, they love to run the ball. Those running backs getting tired out there on occasion, so we'll see a lot of action. Gooden not getting it, as Sam Jordan will stop him there. And that is a classified win for Columbus. They only hold San Antonio to 3 here, except Darren Rains gets an encroachment penalty, and that'll make the field goal even shorter, albeit by just a matter of 2 yards. Chip shot is good, by Phantomsteel, and that'll make it a 13-7 game here in San Antonio. We'll see if Columbus can answer here with their offensive drive. Ellis on this kickoff return. Brought down by number 25. That being Braxton Bowens, the rookie corner out of South Carolina. Handoff, Chambers breaking the tackle, breaking another tackle. And finally brought down by Jensen after breaking the tackles of Black and Gatewood. 2nd down and 8 here. Bunch set to the right side. They go to the right side with Gaddis, and there is B.J. Black. Shows you why he was the number 1 selection in the draft. 3rd down and 12. Washington looking, has a man deep. It is DeMonte Michaels beating Cairo Trotter that time in coverage. And Columbus moves the sticks, converts there on the play for 29. Washington now in the strong eye. He'll toss weak side to Chambers. Stop made by Alonzo Douglas, the former Virginia Beach Mariner. 2nd down and 4. Washington will take the ball on the keeper here, break the tackle, and he is known to do that quite a lot, as he will pick up the first. Washington, of course, a very mobile quarterback, along with a few others in the league, of course. Weathers, Stokes, Reeves, to name a few, as that is incomplete. I believe that was off the hands of Folks, 57 that time. Although could have very easily gone the other way, and perhaps for a big return. 2nd and 10 as Chambers gets the handoff here. He'll be stopped by Trotter. That one good for only 3. Chambers not used to having such a poor start to these games. 10 for 28, averaging less than 3 yards a carry here. Washington to Thompson. There's the tight end connection. Washington looking short, incomplete off the hands of Jensen. 2nd and 10. Washington 4 for 6 for 149. Of course, the majority of that coming from the Michaels touchdown. Incomplete that time. 3rd down and 10 at the 11. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. Washington looking to capitalize on this great opportunity. To the end zone. It's incomplete. Gatewood almost had his hands on it. 4th down. And it will send out the field goal team. Matt Montgomery. Chip shot here from 28. And it is right through the uprights. The youngster kicker, Matt Montgomery, of course, taking over a couple seasons ago for Rob Benedictus. Montgomery, the third-year kicker out of Southeast Missouri State, just 23 years of age, has really progressed into one of the better younger kickers in the league. 1st and 10, new drive for San Antonio. Gooden on the carry. That one gains 8 yards, as that'll be the 2-minute warning here in San Antonio. 13-10. Fighters holding on to a very slim lead here. Gooden with the ball, and that's good enough for the first. Davis has a man. It's Xavier Boykin coming back from injury earlier in the game. Looks to be fine. Empty backfield. 4 receivers in the game for San Antonio. This is a connection to Banks. He's got number 2. Taking advantage of the mismatch in coverage. He had a linebacker on him, I'm pretty sure. And Ahmad Banks has TD number 2 in the navy and white. Extra point is good. Ellis on this return. Folks with the tackle. And can Columbus put together at least some points on this drive so they can make it a one-score game again? Michaels there with the catch. And that is good enough for the first. Washington, incomplete. It was almost intercepted by Cairo Trotter there, who was jumping the route. Washington 5 of 10. Go! Incomplete there. Chambers on the give, and that's going nowhere. Gatewood on the stop. Below J to punt. Barrett. I formation here for San Antonio. Banks in motion to the near slot. Davis looking here. That was almost picked, but Banks coming back for that ball. As the little post corner route there was a little bit wonky, to say the least. 23 seconds to go in the half. Quick throw here to Banks again. He's had the hot hand. And Ahmad Banks making an impact here in his first game with the Fighters. Davis, 7 of 7, 2 TDs. Looking to throw. Pass here is an incomplete. Shouldn't have jinxed him. First incompletion here for Davis. Second down, he'll throw. Pass is caught. That's Banks again. And that will set up. Oh, it won't actually. They won't have enough time for it. Okay, interesting. Thought that was going to be a field goal there. They had enough time, but I guess not. 20-10 at half. San Antonio leads. If you're enjoying what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. Also, you can check out our Discord channel, join our great community, and join on the action over there. Our main mode of communication throughout the league. You can join the server, become a team owner, prospect, part of our media team. It's a great, great, great community over there, and we'd love to have you. Ramon Gooden on the carry, good for about 8.5 there. 2nd and 2. A short 2. Good and enough for the first. Bronson on that carry. Tremendous job on first down here by San Antonio to get a big chunk of yardage, making the second and third down plays much easier. Gooden has a lane down the left side here as Justin Potts and Sam Jordan combined to make that stop. Of course, Potts taking over for Leonard Shattuck, who was out for the rest of the game with an ankle injury. Gooden 14 for 110 as Bronson gets the call this time, shakes off the hit from Whitley, and is eventually dragged down by Jordan again. As Jordan will take a seat, Bobby Armour will come back into the game here for San Antonio. We'll see if he gets the call here. He will. Armour on the carry. A good gain for the rookie. 9 yards. Of course, rookie running backs, sometimes take a little bit to get situated, of course, because their tackle break rating is usually quite low, but if they can find the angle, have good enough awareness, they can find those lanes. And Gooden, meanwhile, no problem for him picking up the first down. As looks like it may be Bronson who comes back in. It is. 1st and goal. Bronson on the counter play. He will not get in. Devontae Connor saves the touchdown. And Gooden will come back into the game on this 2nd and goal opportunity. Go. Toss play. Gooden. He'll walk in untouched for the score. So, first touchdown by a guy not named Ahmad Banks for San Antonio today. As 9 plays, 9 rushes. They did not pass a single time. As we have all said before, San Antonio loves to run the ball. Ellis on the return, McDonough on the stop. And Columbus, just like any other team, really hasn't found a way to stop the rushing attack of San Antonio, of course, when you got a guy like Ramon Gooden. And an offensive line like they do, it's pretty hard to stop in general. So we'll see if their offense can make up for their lack of defense. DeMonte Michaels, of course, 133 yards, had that big 80-plus yard score on their first drive, as that will be a sack, as Derek Folks will get credit for it. Also Alonzo Douglas in there providing the pressure out of that linebacker spot. 2nd and 18. Here comes the pressure again. Washington will evade the sack and run. McDonough there to stop him. Oh, Jalen Washington comes out for a play. Wow. Sam Reed. I have never seen a quarterback subbed before. Well, first the sack. Okay, Reed will throw here. Reed is a wide open man, but it's knocked away. He was trying to go to Michaels there. That's crazy. Wow. Washington, who first took a sack, then broke a sack, and then ran. I guess that would kind of constitute a substitution, but the guy has 92 fitness. He shouldn't be being substituted out like that. I wonder like what the stamina loss is for like getting a sack, a broken tackle, being tackled. I would love to know like what the formula for that is. I wonder. Good there on the gate of 5, 2nd down and 5. Number 42, good in on the toss. And he will have enough to move the sticks near midfield. 4 minutes and change to go in the third. San Antonio enjoying a 3-score lead, 27-10. No gain on that run. Bronson on the carry. Not looking very successful here on this. They'll try and pick it up through the air on 3rd. Boykin in motion. Davis to throw. Out route here. Caught Little, but he will be stopped short. It's Sam Jordan. As first time I've seen Zach McQueen today. As he will boot it. Oh my gosh. No way. Oh, I thought that was going to be pinned. But, not quite. Not quite. Columbus holding San Antonio to no points in that drive for a change. As Washington Company will look to throw. Picks up a block, and that is Ellis with the reception. As San Antonio had called an unnamed play on defense. Don't know why. Could be a Danny thing. First down for the Senators. Washington looking deep. Caught DeMonte Michaels. Him and Ellis making for a 1-2 punch at the receiver position. Of course, we talked about that 1-2 punch for San Antonio at running back. But arguably just as dangerous are Ellis and Michaels. Of course, Michaels, one of the best receivers in the league last season. Chambers on the run. As Michaels was second in the league in receiving yards, only to David McKittrick of Richmond. He had 954. Those two receivers, the only receivers to total over 900 yards through the passing game. Kaloje to punt as Columbus does not capitalize on that drive. Another almost pin. Kind of the same spot actually where Zach McQueen put his punt. And a touchback there for San Antonio. Gooden. Whitley on the tackle. As there are 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter, San Antonio looking to hold on to this lead. Davis in the eye for him. Go! We'll go with the run play again with Gooden. This time he is stomped. First time I have called Dre Leathers' name today for Columbus. As that is the end of the third quarter. 27-10. San Antonio enjoying a hearty lead here of 17 points. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Gooden breaks off a tackle as Dion Ransom would have stopped him behind the line there, but able to break right off of that and pick up the first, keep the chains moving here. 4 receivers in the game now. They will still hand it off to Gooden. Gain of 7. Bronson now on the carry. Bronson will stay in the game, get another call, and he will have another first down. Man, San Antonio, I mean, of course, the running backs are out of this world, but got to give credit to that offensive line every now and again. Omar Sharif, Jabal Johnson, Hunter Bush, Sam Eckenrode, and Caleb Shelton. The only mainstay, by the way, on that offensive line being Hunter Bush. And actually, he's not even starting because he's not even the best, or he is not the starting center in terms of owner Cole's depth chart. So every single offensive lineman on that team came from a different team, which is crazy to me. Omar Sharif, formerly of Virginia Beach and Raleigh. Johnson from Albuquerque and Salt Lake City. Curtis Swafford. Curtis Swafford is from San Antonio. Sam Eckenrode from Orlando. Caleb Shelton from Vancouver. But they also do have Michael Hansen and Chris O'Shea as other imports on that offensive line. Meanwhile, Columbus inside their own 5. Brendan Paul in motion. Chambers. I thought had a lane to the left side, but instead cuts it back to the right. Picks up the first down regardless, though. Chambers 14 for 42. Washington looking under pressure, evades 1 sack, but not the second. It is A.J. Pierre, the defensive end out of Orlando, Florida, UCF graduate. Go! Washington on 2nd and long. He will look to throw here. Almost picked off. That was McDonough in coverage. He was able to knock it away. Washington just 8 of 16 for 210 yards. Looking to string some completions together. There is a catch by Michaels, but he will not have enough. And I believe that could send out the punt team here. It will. Kaloje. Barrett on the return. Stopped by Ellis. As the fourth quarter begins to dwindle into its second half, we will catch you up on some other games happening this weekend. Oklahoma City at Sacramento is up after this game, as Gooden has a huge lane down the sideline. Sam Jordan able to get him, though. Meanwhile, on our Sunday slate, we have Baton Rouge at Delaware, Vancouver, Louisville, Tucson, Omaha, and then rounding out our coverage with a clash between San Antonio and Portland. Bronson on the carry, met by a swarm of centers, including Leathers and Stockton. Gain of 5. San Antonio totaling over 200 yards of rush offense, as they usually do. You know, they run the ball about 40 times a game, if not more. Third down, Bronson stuffed. Big tackle by Justin Potts, who is technically the backup free safety, but having to play corner in this game. Fannin steals. Kick is good. Ellis. Douglas on the stop at the 18. 3:42 to go. Score is 30-10. And can Columbus at least make this a little bit more reasonable? Or acceptable, if you will. Washington under pressure as all day. It's intercepted. Alonzo Douglas, as he was trying to hit Rondell Sanders on that. And that should pretty much be the icing on the cake for San Antonio. Gooden. Jared Neff and Leathers combining there for the stop. Gooden 196 yards on the ground on 27 carries. Davis pass caught little, as he is hit hard there by Larson. Gooden to get on the carry. He will walk in untouched for the score. Fannin Steve on the kick. It is good. So what looked to be a closer game in the first half has been all San Antonio. In the second half, they have outscored Columbus 17-0 in the second half. As Washington will throw, that pass is incomplete. Second down. To the air. Ellis. That's knocked away. Washington looking to throw. That is a connection with Sanders. Columbus calls a timeout here. To throw again is Washington. Now is almost picked by McDonough. But luckily for Columbus, that falls to the ground. 2nd and 10, 5th play of the drive coming up for Columbus. 2:20 to go in the game. Incomplete, as Columbus's receivers are getting a little lazy out there, as Chambers, with a leg injury, not expected to come back. That is not good news. Michaels on the catch, flag on the play, and McKinley with the hold there. Michaels again with the catch. He has had a tremendous day. I would think at least 200 yards. Maybe a couple more receptions than I have. Washington, deep. Ellis inside the 5. Stopped by McKinley. 2-minute warning here. And Columbus looking to at least make it a 20-point game. Not that it matters, because the game is pretty much over by now. Washington knocked away by Trotter. Ooh, yikes. Washington really needs a completion here, actually, to avoid regression. He doesn't get it. 13 of 28. So he would need to complete his next 2 passes in a row, which is tough on the goal line. And here's one. What is that? Like, what? Okay. 4th and goal. Washington surely regressing this week after facing the San Antonio defense. Caught, touchdown, Shaquan Ellis. Not that it really matters, but I do want to see DeMonte Michaels' total receiving yards after this game, though. That's something I do want to see. Onside kick. San Antonio will just kneel it out here. Who will get it? McDonough will get it. Interesting. Very nice. Oh. Apparently they're not going to... Oh. Columbus has a timeout left. That's why. Gooden. Well, that just might do it. Columbus will burn their last timeout. One more first down. This game is over. Gooden on the carry down the sideline. And that will do it. Clock control formation coming up. Speaking of coming up, Oklahoma City versus Sacramento is our next game, as that should be a matchup of 2 tremendous teams on the up and up. Owners Rico and Vast set to clash in Sacramento. And that will do it here for this game. San Antonio moving to 2-0. Columbus moving to 1-1. Ramon Gooden just absolutely insane today. 236 yards as Ryan Davis goes 10 of 11. Yeah, you thought his week 1 performance was great. How about missing 1 pass the entire game? Sam Reed, that was a little weird coming into the game, but Chambers does not regress. He averages exactly 3 yards a carry. DeMonte Michaels with 210 yards. Oh my gosh. How do you get 210 yards in a game and lose this badly? Like, I'm serious. Man, DeMonte Michaels, I know he got signed to a major contract, bro, but like, you gotta feel for him. Devontae Connor with 15 tackles? Are you kidding me? Sam Jordan with 12 is even crazier, bro. Rashad Birch. Justin Potts actually did very well in relief of Shattuck. DeMonte Easterling came in. How did I not see that? Interesting. I want to know, too, how Reggie McKinley came into this game. Because Kyrell Trotter is the starting strong safety. So, yeah. Wow, they only targeted 4 guys, and Ahmad Banks had 6 out of the 10 catches. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so McKinley was in here for some reason. Lots of subs. Interesting. 4 different guys getting kickoff or special team returns. Gooden for the injured Boykin earlier, and then McGunn the onside kick. So there's that. Fannin Steele was perfect. McQueen only punted twice. He had a pretty chill day. And time for this. Oh boy. Yeah, who knew? San Antonio ran the ball 54 times and had 335 yards on the ground. Sure. Yeah. When you have a good running back, use the good running back. That is, that's the key to success for San Antonio. Get good running backs, use good running backs. Still don't know how you finesse the Devon Bronson trade. That will forever live in my head. Anyway, Washington regresses here with the loss, 14-30 for 305. That is under 50% completion, so that'll be a regression there. Oklahoma City and Sacramento next. Take care, folks. Have a great Saturday.